So I just wanted to make a video, but I just wanted to point out socially, right, in the last say 3 weeks, how like all this kind of sexual innuendo attached to me has been spread throughout the four corners of Ireland basically, and predominantly it was done by members of Waterford freewheelers, right? Waterford City Council. As we know, Waterford freewheelers, they have links with kind of members of Waterford Council and local kind of Sinn Féin heads. As we know, Sinn Féin are bending over backwards to facilitate the Halligan family, as they always have been, thanks to David Conlan. But I just wanted to point out, see the way it's done now, right, over the last kind of couple of weeks, 3 weeks, say. And I just want to point out why it's been done now. Because they could have done all this. See what's been done sent around Ireland. They could have done all this. This is going on for me now 11 years. Do you know what I mean? But they choose over the last few weeks. So what would make them all of a sudden do this over the last few weeks? This is why, right? And I'm going to just show, there you go, right? That's an email. Now, obviously, I have the name of the kind of journalist taken out of the email, right? But I'm going to read the email. And after this, I'm going to put the email attached to the end of this letter, right? So this was sent to me on the 18th of April, which is exactly 3 weeks ago today, which will coincide with Waterford freewheelers' support for basically trying to play this shit down. So I'll just read it, right? Hi, John. This is, I won't give the person's name. I'm a reporter from blank. I broke the original story on Children's Group Link and the investigation that is happening in relation to a person involved there. I now work with blank and we want to pursue this story. I've seen you say online that you know some of the people affected by what's happened there. I'd be very interested in speaking to those people if you're able to help. I'm happy to speak to them in confidence and to ensure that we don't interfere with the current court case. It's really important that what happens to them, their treatment and experiences are heard, and I'd appreciate any help you can provide. There's the second page of it. See, in relation to the stuff up in Children's Group Link. Now that was sent to me on the 18th of April, and I didn't kind of circulate that. Those who needed to know about that knew about it, because I just passed on the information, because I didn't want to kind of muddying up certain situations. There's another journalist involved regarding the whole situation, regarding my own personal stuff. But this is why Waterford freewheelers are all of a sudden bending over backwards to facilitate the corruption of Waterford City Council, the corrupt members of Waterford Gardaí, and also, like, let's fucking say like it is, like the Halligan family. Do you know what I mean? Because our ex-mayor, ex-minister, John Halligan, needs at all costs to protect Mary Halligan, Brendan Halligan, Henry Halligan, fucking Ray Halligan. All of these should have been held accountable years ago. And had they been held accountable years ago, like, their actions wouldn't have got to this stage. Do you know what I mean? Let's be honest about it. Now, I'm going to come back to this subject, all right? In a couple of months probably, because there's a court case coming up and I don't want to interfere with that court case. But I just wanted to point out, and I just wanted to show, this is your Waterford freewheelers there now, sticking their fucking nose in yet again into somebody's business. But if it was a gang of people, they wouldn't be fucking long about backing down, do you know what I mean? Thinking they can throw their weight around. As you know, I had an issue with Ambrose, I don't know what his second name's, years ago, driving me ex around with my daughter. She came down to spread all this sexual innuendo. This was her first time of doing it. Then she got this moron to drive her around fucking Waterford with my daughter in the car, and he wearing his fucking freewheelers coat, thinking I was going to be intimidated. But he was thinking of what was in his trousers rather than thinking what was in his head, because he would have realised, hang on a minute, she's from Ballymun, she has a large extensive family. If she wanted protection, she could have brought fucking any of them down. Not to mention, why would you be dropping the kids down if you needed any kind of protection? So he was lured into this. Then in 2017, me ex done it again, dropped the kids down again for a sleepover, met with this girl Poisonous Witch. She's known locally in Waterford, but me ex had contact with this woman, right? And spread all this sexual innuendo, dropped the kids down, spread all this sexual innuendo again. And this is where Sean O'Toole got involved, spread it all around his little fucking motorcycle club, do you know what I mean? So that was their second time. Now, I knew their involvement about this, and then in 2019 there was an incident that took place where I was assaulted. I'm not going to get into all the details now about that. I've kind of cleared things up. They basically came down then and started harassing me in-laws, my mother-in-law and my father-in-law, Lord of mercy on them. And when this was all kind of blown over and we got kind of things sorted out, myself and himself, like, he was lured down, he was egged on to do this by a member of Sinn Féin, a crony of David Conlan, who drank up on Waterford freewheelers. This was in 2019, do you know what I mean? So then you have their input again. And now, because this is close to being investigated once and for all, that the victims got a chance to fucking have their say. Do you know what I mean? You have this crowd yet again spreading their shit all around Ireland. When you think about it, right, they basically convoluted both the cases, basically. That if you speak about what happened to you, you're basically supporting me and all this kind of sexual shit that was spread around about me. That makes no fucking sense. You can spread all the stuff around about me. You're entitled to have your voice being heard. Never mind these fucking clowns, do you know what I mean, that are trying to put pressure on people. And it speaks volumes about Waterford freewheelers, do you know what I mean? And their closeness to members of Waterford Gardaí and Waterford Council, and it's no fucking coincidence that all these people are corrupt. How many votes went to David Cullinane and to John Halligan? That was essentially that was pushed to Waterford freewheelers. Now we all know this, everyone knows this. You've grown men fucking moonlighting thinking they're in the IRA, do you know what I mean? Or impressionable youngsters watching fucking Sons of Anarchy now think they're in a fucking like dangerous motorcycle group. Grow the fuck up. And if anybody wants to fucking approach me one-on-one, by all means do. Obviously, if there's a gangy, there's not much I can do, but it won't fucking prevent me from going forward. But I just wanted to highlight that. I didn't want to highlight this, being honest with you. It was sent to the people that needed to have it, being honest with you. But all my emails and messages are read. So what happened is panic kicked in. John Halligan and co panicked. And now Davy Cullinane and all the rest of them, they were able to turn to Waterford freewheelers who spread all this sexual fucking propaganda all around fucking Ireland yet again. Do you know what I mean? They're trying to get people to stop coming to get tattoos. So that's what's been done. Do you know what I mean? I just want to show that. Look. There's the date. See the date? The 18th of April. Do you know what I mean? And that's why over the past fucking 3 weeks, we have Waterford freewheelers spreading this shit all around Ireland. And then we have Sinn Féin, obviously, with their forever input, because they need to protect the golden boy, which is David Cullinane. Now, we all know David Cullinane is not more than a yes man for Sinn Féin. Do you know what I mean? His actions when he's up the IRA when he was voting, that shows you how he thinks that he has to be the centre of attention. Do you know what I mean? He's a glorified lapdog for John Halligan. He used the same network that John Halligan used to get the most votes in Waterford. So basically, they're getting desperate. And you have Waterford Gardaí, as usual, bending over backwards. They don't want to fucking investigate all this. Do you know what I mean? So hopefully that court case will go the way it should go. But realistically, it won't. Because it'll open the door to have a commission of investigations. And they'll get the whole fucking Henry Halligan, Mary Halligan, Ray Halligan, fucking John Halligan, Brendan Halligan. All of these will all be held accountable. Because of the failures that has went on for over 3 decades up in that place. Think of the people that were affected because of their failures. But look at the fucking tentacles their corruption can reach, do you know what I mean? Because we had this, remember, with various groups in Waterford, and we had it with Sinn Féin. I was supposed to back down. We have it with Gardaí's, and now we have it with Waterford freewheelers. You know what I mean? I don't have an issue with Waterford freewheelers. I have an issue with 3 or 4 members of Waterford freewheelers. You know what I mean? Who are bending over backwards to facilitate the abuse and the grooming which went on up in Children's Group Link. These cowards should have been called out fucking years ago, just like the members of Sinn Féin around Waterford. And it's not a political kind of issue that I have with Sinn Féin. It's not. It's about the cronyism. It's about the corruption. That's what it's about, do you know what I mean? Waterford City Council are scared shitless that it's all going to come out. They removed 90% of my file. All my mother's emails and everything about the shit she was going through out in Tramore. Why would they remove that if they didn't do it? A solicitor involved in my case, same thing, removed the file, deleted the whole lot of the file before it was investigated, and then tried to lie, saying the time was up. There's all multiple kind of stuff like this. Waterford Gardaí are up to their neck in it. So that's what's going on, and I just wanted to say that. Do you know what I mean? Waterford freewheelers have spread this shit up and down Ireland with the assistance of Sinn Féin. Now we all know this. They're trying to get people to stop kind of sharing the story, and in an effort, it's a kind of veiled threat to people that are thinking they're speaking the truth or coming forward. That's realistically what it is. Do you know what I mean? And someone needs to say it like it is, because that's what's being fucking done. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's despicable when you think about it. And these are the same people that voted in the likes of Cullinane, who's the same people, once they got a little bit ahead in the poll, tried to shove a narrative down their throat like, fuck the Irish people, we'll go with the EU. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, so I'm just going to leave that there for now. I'm going to make more videos. If you can share this video, I'd appreciate it. If you can like them, because these clowns are putting pressure all around Ireland, and I don't have the social network that these people do. Do you know what I mean? Like, these people are fucking riddled with cronyism, corruption. So I'm just going to leave it there now. Yeah, I'm going to be making more videos, and then I'll address kind of other aspects. So there you go. That's what's been covered up. And it's been assisted by Waterford freewheelers and members of Sinn Féin and the Gardaí yet again. So leave it there. Bye.